Page 171, number 63. So we now have a problem about fireworks planning. At the Bakersville 4th of July celebration, fireworks are shot by remote control into the air from a pit that is 10 feet below the Earth's surface. So first we are to find an equation that models the height of an aerial bomb t seconds after a shot upward with an initial velocity of 80 feet per second. Then we are to graph the equation. Next, we're supposed to find what the maximum height above ground level excuse me, that the aerial bomb will reach, how many seconds will it take to reach that height. Okay, so the first thing you have to know is how to find the height or the position of a particle that is affected by gravity. So we have this equation, which is negative 16t squared plus the initial velocity times t plus the initial height. Or I guess since I'm using S, I should put an SO here. Okay, so those things that we need are given. The negative 16 is due to the gravitational pull of the Earth. The VO is the initial velocity, which they tell us is 80 feet per second. And since it's upward, it's going to be positive. And then our initial height comes from the fact that we know it's 10 feet below the Earth's surface. So that's going to be a negative number. So for part A, our equation is going to look like this. S of t is going to equal negative 16t squared plus 80t minus 10. And then if we graph that, I'm not going to sketch the graph here, but I did make it on the Inspire. That's not the Inspire, this is. What I have is, there's my equation, and I have a scale that you can use on your paper that's from 0 to 6 on the X and 0 to 100 on the Y. And really what you need is the vertex and the two x-intercepts, which you can find easily. So what we're going to do now to find the maximum height is you can search for it on your calculator, or you can use negative b over 2a to find the point where that maximum height, that'll give you how many seconds. And then if you substitute that in the equation, that'll give you how high it is. So if we look on our graph, the nice thing about the Inspire is that if we hit menu and trace and we choose graph trace, as we move close to the vertex, it'll give it to us right there, and it's listed at the bottom. It tells us that there is a maximum, and it's at 2.5 seconds and 90 feet. So that's going to be our answer to part B. So what is the maximum height? Okay, so the maximum height is 90 feet at 2.5 seconds.